6, we are tracking storms moving through the DMV. Severe weather possible as the system pushes east.
We've been hearing thunder over our station here in Bethesda. There could be more showers tonight.
We want to send things right over to Caitlin Roth. She's live right in the Fox 5 Weather Center with where we are seeing the most activity at this very hour. Caitlin?
Yeah, you guys, been a busy afternoon. A lot of the showers and storms have been kind of circling the immediate D.C. metro, but we've had thunderstorms just roll through our station here in Bethesda, as Kenneth said, and we are far from over on what could be a busy evening with the potential for additional strong thunderstorms. So let's get right to radar, and you can see it's pretty lit up with batches of rain and severe weather. Again, a lot of this has been kind of far off to the north or well off to the south and east, save for a couple of isolated cells. One that moved through southern Maryland. Anne Arundel County has now crossed the bay and is into central Delaware. You've got more approaching our beach towns. They're all getting pounded this afternoon. And then you've got a lot going on back towards the mountains. But notice this distinct hole right over much of the D.C. area. We spent the whole day overcast and never really cleared out. So far, that has really inhibited a lot of the thunderstorm activity. But back to the east, this is for folks over across the eastern shore and through central Delaware, nasty storms up 95. And that kind of connects with the Baltimore area, too. Farther west of there, you've had several rotating supercells to produce tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings with rotation. Warnings as they stand right now are generally outside our area, but the newest flash flood warning was for downtown Baltimore. So we saw that line of storms initiate over Montgomery County that's moved into Howard and now Baltimore, and it's kind of been sitting over them for a bit. That's why flash flooding is also an issue into tonight. So heavy rain, lightning, and wind, and perhaps some rotating cells, although that threat is mostly off to our north and east and far to our west. That's a tornado watch over Jersey and Pennsylvania. Severe thunderstorm watch for us until 10 p.m. Here's a live look from our Gaithersburg camera right now. Kind of a spooky scene here as a lot of that thunderstorm activity is now kind of lifting off to their north and east. But you can see the cloud cover, the low-hanging cloud cover in the wake of it. Temperatures in the low 80s, and for the rest of tonight, expect some scattered storms to still continue. You know, we've got more moving in from the west, so we're not done yet, and may even have some rain into the overnight. Tomorrow, the front sags south of us, so areas to the south and east have the best chance of seeing some storms. We're kind of in transition into much better weather, which arrives Thursday, and I'll have more on that coming up in my full 7-day. Back to you.
All right, Caitlin, thank you. Developing tonight, a 6-year-old in the hospital after nearly drowning at the UDC athletic complex. Witnesses telling police there was no lifeguard on duty. We're told this happened yesterday while kids were on campus for a soccer camp. A police report says 30 kids were in the pool, but the lifeguard had left for lunch. The child was found unresponsive at the bottom of the pool, but was breathing and responding by the time they were taken to the hospital. UDC says it's investigating the incident and has closed the pool during this review.
2 people, including a teenager, shot in D.C.'s Petworth neighborhood. 2 suspects still on the run tonight. The shooting happened at the E.L. Haynes Public Charter School on Kansas Avenue just before noon. Both victims were taken to the hospital. We're now working to learn their condition. Police say that the suspects were last seen on Lime scooters. Another teen and 2 adults also shot early this morning near Washington Hospital Center. That shooting at the intersection of North Capitol and Michigan Avenue happened right after midnight. Police say that they are looking for 3 boys also seen on scooters. Anyone with information on either shooting, you are asked to contact authorities.
A call for help in Montgomery County. Police still searching for the driver involved in a deadly hit and run that killed a longtime federal worker weeks ago. Fox 5's Bob Barnard has more from Silver Spring.
It's been more than a month now since the fatal hit and run here at Colesville Road and Crestmore Drive in Silver Spring that claimed the life of a 61-year-old woman who police say was in the crosswalk at the time of the deadly collision. We had Skyfox over the scene that afternoon, Friday, June 19th, around 1:15 p.m. You can see Montgomery County Police there investigating where Hannah Wagayu was killed. In the weeks since, police have been looking for this dark-colored Lexus RX bikes, captured on somebody's camera in this area that day. Police say it's from the model years 2009 to 2014 and may have had front-end damage. These are not photos of the actual car, but ones like it. Other government and home security cameras in the area did not capture another image of the striking SUV. Police believe the person driving that car either lives or was visiting somebody who lives in the Woodmore neighborhood where Miss Wagayo was killed. There's a memorial here at the intersection. Her son says Hannah Wagayo was struck and killed walking home from a nearby Trader Joe's.
We're heartbroken. We're frustrated. And we cannot make sense of it because there's no sense to be made. Someone took the person we love most in this world and drove away as if she were nothing.
There are flowers here at the intersection as well where Miss Wagayo was killed. She came to the U.S. from Ethiopia more than 30 years ago, worked for the U.S. Department of Transportation for 2 decades. At a dead end in their investigation, police are now asking for the community's help.
We're not asking anyone to accuse their neighbors. We're simply asking people to think back to June 19th. Did you notice a vehicle with fresh damage? Did someone tell you a story that didn't quite add up? Did a friend, neighbor, or coworker or family member suddenly remember something or have damage to a Lexus or unexpectedly have one repaired?
The family is matching the $10,000 reward being offered by Montgomery County Police for information that leads to the hit-and-run driver's arrest. Guys?
President Trump says that he is considering a return to an all-out war with Iran after the recent deaths of 3 U.S. service members. The president says nuclear sites will be targeted next. Iran's interior minister sitting down with Pakistani mediators today. They're looking to keep diplomatic talks between the 2 countries alive.
We'll be hitting that area pretty soon, and very heavily. They want to desperately meet, and until they're ready to meet in a meaningful way, we have no interest.
President making diplomatic progress on another front, the war between Israel and Hezbollah. He met with the Lebanese president today and says that he is willing to speak with the Iranian terror group. And the cost of war continues to climb. On the Hill today, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth saying the total cost has hit $37.5 billion. He asked a Senate committee for an additional $67 billion to continue the fight. Democratic senators pushing back on that proposal.
This supplemental request serves 2 purposes: sustain our military readiness to meet this year's new demands, and accelerate critical capabilities to replace and augment those we have used in contingencies.
My colleagues and I cannot and will not support rubber stamping a request to bankroll this war and whatever other misadventures Trump wants to get us into next.
Hegseth described the budget request as a generational investment to help catch up on deferred maintenance.
New renderings out today showing changes that could soon come to Metro Station and new platform doors. You can make them out right here. It's hard to see, but there they are. Yeah, this is part of Metro's biggest transformation of the Red Line and its 50-year history. Fox 5's Sharon Roget live at the Twin Brook Metro tonight. One of the stations set to temporarily close as upgrades begin. Hi, Sharon.
Yeah, hey, Kenneth, right now when you think the Red Line, you think about the disruptions, the closures between North Bethesda and Friendship Heights. But yes, the Twin Brook Metro Station is scheduled for some major work next summer, along with a host of other stations. I'll get to that in a minute. But yes, Metro's Red Line is about to have a massive transformation, upgrades we haven't seen on the Red Line in decades. So here are some of the changes riders will be experiencing. Take a look. These are the renderings offering a glimpse of some of the biggest changes that riders can look forward to, starting with platform glass screen doors that will open as trains arrive and to create a protective barrier between the rider and the tracks to prevent falls and to improve safety. Metro is also replacing the Red Line's aging signal system with smarter technology, allowing trains to run more efficiently, to improve reliability, and to lay the groundwork for future automation. Metro says the goal is also fewer service disruptions and shorter wait times. The riders that we spoke to tonight seem to welcome the upgrades despite the maintenance work causing disruptions.
So yeah, you don't want things to become like outdated and like then be able to like not really use those items anymore. So like if it requires us to update them, yeah, I totally understand why we may have to go through some processes.
In the beginning, everything is a pain because nobody likes change. But if you have to get to point A to Z, you're going to get it. So you're going to have to do it because more people are moving in the area.
Yeah, Metro says riders should expect more planned shutdowns over the next 2 years. So some of them to note, including, of course, the current closure between Friendship Heights and North Bethesda. There will be single tracking this winter between U Street and Georgia Avenue, and extended shutdowns next summer between Twin Brook and Shady Grove, as well as Union Station and Rhode Island Avenue. Now, Metro says that these improvements will take years. As far as those glass doors, Kenneth, no timeline on when riders will actually be able to experience them. And the closures that we're experiencing now will likely last till about September 6th, opening back up on the 7th. Back to you.
Thanks for the